All right guys, welcome to my cool little spot right out here in this little cove to demo our little boat slash quadcopter. This is a toy quad. It also floats and the back motors tilt forward so we can move forward in the water, on the water, and we can tilt them back just by the push of a button and we can take off out of the water. So this is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and set it in the water now. It's gonna make sure my throttle works. Okay, everything's good there. I'm gonna go ahead and tilt the motors forward so we can go into boat mode. Just gonna set it down in here. You wanna make sure that that is nice and secure there so you don't get any water on your battery compartment. So I'll go ahead and cruise out into the pond. Just go forward there. Nice, so it's in boat mode. Boat mode actually seems to be working and I can steer it. You don't want to run out of battery out there, of course. That's actually pretty cool. Give it a little more throttle. Oh, wow. It's actually moving out pretty good. I'm about half throttle right there. Oh, it took off in boat mode. Interesting. Pretty fast in that mode, actually. And I'm about half throttle still. I'm gonna go back into quadcopter mode. Wow, that's pretty neat. We come in a little closer. It's a little bit of a wind shadow in here right now. Up above the tree line, it's pretty windy. Just come in a little closer, go back into boat mode there, and set it down. That's pretty neat. Just gonna drive around in boat mode. I've never ever flown a quadcopter that turns into a boat. This is really interesting. It's almost on a little bit of a hydroplane there. That's really fun. That is pretty cool. I'm about half throttle right there. That's interesting. So when you get up on a plane, even with the motors tilted forward like that, it'll actually take off in quadcopter mode. So watch how these go back, tilt back into place so I can take off as a quad. So cool. I also have 3 modes on here. I can change it from 40%, 60% to 80% quadcopter mode. That is so awesome. It looks like Noah's Ark / speedboat quadcopter. Uh-oh. Whoops. Tilt the motors back. That is so cool. Back into the water. Okay, I'm gonna tilt the motors forward. See if I can get out of this little cove area. You definitely don't want to run out of battery out here. Just gonna put it into a higher rate mode now. I'm gonna put it into 80% mode. I'm gonna come back over here and splash down. Pretty easy to fly, actually. All right, back into boat mode so I can steer and drive. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cruise out there again in boat mode. If you turn really sharp, it looks like the props will go in the water, but those little pontoons work actually pretty well. You'd want to practice boat mode somewhere where it's not real choppy. I'm gonna go ahead into quad mode. Let's go ahead and try out and see how fast it flies in that 80% mode. Pull forward here. Pull forward stick. So cool. Combination quad / boat. When I first got this, I thought, this is gonna be interesting, but this is actually a lot of fun. This will be cool to take on a camping trip with the kids. Let them play around with this at the lake. It's actually pretty quiet, so it won't bother anybody. Really neat. And this is not really one for aerial photography or taking pictures or anything like that. It's just kind of for flying and boating enjoyment all in one. Super cool. And I'm guessing that these LEDs are probably going to start blinking once the battery starts to get low. Go back into boat mode. If you push forward on the stick, it actually works a little better in the water. You come up with your throttle. Use the left stick to turn. The yaw stick turns right and left. It's actually really cool. It's awesome. It's still in boat mode and it's flying around like a quad. It's actually a little bit faster in boat mode because you have those rear motors facing forward. Wow. I'm also in 80% rate mode, so it's pretty zippy. So much fun. I'm gonna come back over here a little bit closer. Try not to hit myself there. Back into quadcopter mode. Wow, what a nice place to fly. I'm gonna come in for a little landing here next to my rock so I can grab it. Just wanna check the battery real quick, see what kind of voltage we have left. All right, so I think I'm gonna bring it back in now and recharge the battery. Just top it off to make sure that I don't have a dead battery out in the middle of the lake. I don't really feel like swimming today because it would be a balmy 55 degrees out in the water out here this morning. So a little bit chilly, but this actually did really well. It was a lot of fun. The features on it with the motors tilting forward like that was really cool. Let's see this again. Just gonna hit this button on the top right here, and that tilts the motors forward. It's got a pretty good tilt on there. That's actually pretty awesome. I didn't know it did that until I turned on the transmitter and I started pushing some buttons to try to get it to take off, and the motor's tilted forward. That's super cool. It has a little seal in the very back like I was showing you earlier. Just push that all the way down so you don't get any water on your battery terminal in there. And the battery's actually inside of this little guy, so the battery's safe and sound from water. You got a nice little boat hull on the front of this, sort of a deep V style boat. Looks kind of like a cigarette boat with pontoons on the side. But this one's a lot of fun. I think for the price, not bad. You also get tri-props on it. And the motors are fairly waterproof. They are not brushless motors, but there's plenty of power on this one for some fun flying. It's pretty awesome that it flies also no matter whether it's in boat mode or in quadcopter mode. It flies a lot faster in boat mode once you get it up in the air because these back rear motors tilted forward give you a lot of forward speed. Just tilt those forward again so you can see how much tilt they actually have there. That's so cool. This is a refreshing change from flying the little mini racer drones and other drones here on my channel, but this one's totally different design and kind of a new concept that's a lot of fun. If you have a cool little lake near your house, or you wanted to take this on vacation with kids, like I was saying, this would really impress a lot of people. This is a lot of fun. So thanks again for watching my channel, you guys. I'm Justin Davis, and this has been the Quadcopter boat. Pretty neat, from gearbest.com. Check them out in the link below. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.